Many new gardeners fall into the trap of believing that a bigger garden automatically means a bigger harvest. It's easy to look at sprawling vegetable plots online or in magazines and imagine baskets overflowing with produce, thinking that more space is the key to abundance. But this is a myth that often leads to disappointment and frustration. The reality is, a large plot quickly becomes overwhelming. There's more weeding, watering, and pest control than most people expect or can realistically handle, especially when starting out. The initial excitement of planting fades as the daily chores pile up, and before long, weeds and pests can take over, making the garden feel more like a burden than a joy. It's not about how much space you have, but how well you manage and care for that space. A small, organized garden can be far more productive and enjoyable than a large, chaotic one. A small, well-tended bed will always outproduce a large, neglected one. When you focus your energy on a compact area, every plant gets the attention it needs to thrive. Think of a small garden as a focused workshop. Each plant is like a project you can nurture, monitor, and adjust as needed. You'll notice subtle changes, catch problems early, and celebrate every little success. With fewer plants to monitor, you can spot pests or diseases early and act fast, preventing small issues from becoming big disasters. In a huge garden, you're stretched thin, constantly running from one end to the other, putting out fires and struggling to keep up with basic maintenance. The result? Stressed plants that don't reach their potential, and a stressed gardener who loses motivation and joy. The best advice from experienced growers is simple: start small. Even the most seasoned gardeners know that a manageable space is the secret to long-term success. Focus on a space you can truly care for. Just one well-maintained bed can yield a surprising amount of fresh, delicious produce if you give it the attention it deserves. Concentrate your time, compost, and attention on a small area for the best results. You'll use your resources more efficiently and see better growth and healthier plants. This is the real secret to high-yield gardening. Work smarter, not harder. It's about quality, not quantity. Abundance comes from careful cultivation, consistent care, and learning from your plants, not from the sheer size of your plot. So start small, grow well, and enjoy every step of the gardening journey. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve with just a little space and a lot of love. Where you place your garden matters more than you might realize. The location of your garden can make the difference between a thriving, productive space and one that struggles to survive. It's not just about sunlight or soil. Proximity to your daily life is key. Gardens tucked far from the house are easy to forget and hard to maintain. When your garden is out of sight, it's often out of mind, making it more likely to be neglected, especially during busy weeks or bad weather. The most productive gardens are right outside your door, woven into the rhythm of your daily routine. When you see your garden every time you step outside, it becomes a natural part of your life, not an afterthought. When your garden is close, you'll check on it often, watering, harvesting, and solving problems as they arise. You'll notice when a plant needs support, when pests appear, or when something is ready to pick. This constant attention keeps your plants healthy and your harvests steady. You'll catch issues early, and your plants will reward you with more abundant, higher quality produce. Even a few spare minutes, while waiting for the kettle to boil or during a phone call, can be used to weed, water, or pick something fresh for dinner. Small, regular efforts add up to big results. Traditional kitchen gardens were always near the home for this reason. Generations before us knew that convenience leads to consistency, and consistency leads to abundance. Make your garden the heart of your home's food production. Let it be a place you pass by, visit, and tend to every day so it becomes a living, growing part of your household. Integrate it into your daily life and you'll see better results with less effort. The closer your garden is, the more it becomes a joyful habit, not a forgotten task. Proximity turns gardening into a habit, not a chore. With your garden at the heart of your home, you'll nurture it, and it will nourish you in return. After choosing your spot, take a moment to really observe the space. Notice how the sunlight moves throughout the day, and think about how you'll move around your garden. Accessibility is key. Your garden should invite you in, not keep you out. Next, design beds that are comfortable for you. Sketch out your ideas, considering not just the shape and size, but also how you'll reach every part of the bed without straining. Beds should be no wider than 1.2 meters. This makes it easy to reach from either side, so you never have to step on the soil. Stepping on soil compacts it, making it harder for roots to grow and for water to penetrate. Preventing compaction keeps your soil alive and thriving, full of beneficial microbes and earthworms that help your plants flourish. Bed height is a personal choice. Ground-level beds work for many, but if you have back or knee issues, consider raising your beds. Raised beds can make gardening accessible for everyone, regardless of age or ability. Start with simple, no-dig beds. Just lay down cardboard to suppress weeds, add compost, and you're ready to plant. This method is gentle on your body and on the soil. If kneeling or bending is uncomfortable, add sturdy sides or raise the bed to a height that lets you garden while standing or sitting. Customizing your beds makes gardening more enjoyable and sustainable. Remember, don't build higher than you need. Raised beds require more materials and compost, which can add to the cost and effort. Find the balance that works for you and your space. Test different heights and widths to see what feels best for your body. Adjust as needed. Your comfort is worth the extra planning. The goal is a garden that truly fits you, so you can work comfortably, safely, and happily for years to come. When your garden suits your body, you'll look forward to spending time there, and your plants will reward you with better growth and bigger harvests. Comfort leads to consistency, and a thriving, beautiful garden that you'll love for seasons to come. Long, unbroken rows look neat and organized but are daunting to manage. Facing a 10-meter row of carrots to weed is overwhelming and leads to procrastination. Break your beds into small, manageable blocks or segments. It's easier to weed or harvest a 1-meter section than a whole row. This approach gives quick wins and keeps you motivated. Working in small sections also reduces strain and injury. Vary your posture. Move around. Mixed blocks promote biodiversity and confuse pests. As soon as you harvest one block, replant it for continuous production. A garden of small, diverse patches is easier, healthier, and more productive overall. Your tools should fit you, just like your beds. Standard tools aren't always right. Too long, too short, too heavy, or uncomfortable handles cause pain and fatigue. Adjust tool handles to your height, or choose adjustable ones. The right length lets you work with a straight back. Choose hand tools that feel good in your grip. Wrap handles for comfort if needed. Special ergonomic tools are available for those with grip or mobility issues. The best tool feels like an extension of your hand, not a burden. Test tools before buying and pick what makes your most common tasks easier. Well-fitted tools mean less effort, more enjoyment, and longer gardening sessions. The secret to a low-maintenance, high-yield garden is mulch. A thick layer of organic mulch, compost, leaves, or manure blocks weeds and conserves water. Mulch keeps soil moist and cool, reducing how often you need to water. As it breaks down, mulch feeds the soil and your plants. Fewer weeds, less watering, and healthier plants. Mulch does it all. In a no-dig garden, just spread a fresh layer once or twice a year. No need to dig. Soil life will do the work for you. 5 to 10 centimeters is enough for a season. Mulching saves you time and effort, creating a self-sustaining, fertile garden. Let nature do the heavy lifting. Mulch is your best ally. Harvesting at the right time is key. Pick vegetables young and tender for better taste and higher yields. Frequent harvesting encourages plants to keep producing. Don't wait for courgettes to become marrows or beans to get tough. Pick little and often. This keeps plants productive and your harvests steady. Beyond harvesting, always observe and adapt. Keep a simple journal: what you planted, where, and how it did. Note pest problems, successes, and failures. Use this info to plan better each year. If something doesn't work, change it. Don't stick to rigid rules. Gardening is about learning and refining, not perfection. The best gardens evolve with you. Every season is a new chance to discover, improve, and enjoy your harvest.